U.S. economy declines for the first time since 2022.
Prime Minister directs focus on simplifying construction procedures.
Rumors of fake chicken eggs cause real damage to farmers.
Hello everyone, you are watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. In the first quarter of 2025, the US GDP fell by 0.2%, the first decline in 2022. This drop was driven by a rise in imports due to tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump.
The U.S. GDP in the first quarter decreased by 0.2% compared to the same period last year. This is the first quarter of negative growth for the world's largest economy since 2022. Amid significant disruptions caused by President Trump's tariff policies, the decline in the first quarter of this year completely reverses the 2.4% growth seen in the last quarter of 2024. Analysts indicate that the primary reason is a sudden spike in imports as businesses rushed to bring in goods from abroad before Trump announced retaliatory tariffs in early April. This increase is not correlated with a rise in inventory investment or consumer purchasing activity. Although investment figures have increased, this effect is limited by a slowdown in consumer growth, particularly in the services and housing sectors. Faced with rising commodity prices and tariff uncertainties, American consumer sentiment tends to weaken.
On May 30, the Korean Central News Agency reported that Pyongyang have replaced several top military officials, including the Director of Artillery Bureau and Director of Security Bureau of the North Korean People's Army.
This decision was made during a meeting of the Central Military Commission of the Workers' Party of Korea, WPK. At the meeting on May 28, the WPK Central Military Commission decided on military measures to firmly maintain strategic and tactical superiority, as well as to approve a series of new projects in the fields of science and defense industry. The meeting of the Central Military Commission appears to aim at tightening military discipline following an incident during the launching ceremony of a 5,000-ton destroyer at the Chongjin shipyard in North Hamgyong province. Witnessed by Kim Jong-un, the North Korean leader deemed this serious accident as an unforgivable crime. He has demanded the completion of repairs on the ship before the upcoming plenary meeting of the WPK Central Committee, scheduled for June.
On May 29, 2025, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính signed Official Dispatch number 78, stressing the urgent need to streamline and simplify administrative procedures in the construction sector.
The Prime Minister has tasked the Minister of Construction with the immediate review and simplification of 361 administrative procedures and 447 business conditions related to construction activities. The goal is to achieve at least a 30% reduction in processing times for these procedures. Emphasis will be placed on enhancing efficiency and facilitating smoother operations within the sector. Furthermore, provincial and municipal people's committees are required to implement administrative procedures within their jurisdictions effectively. They must ensure that these processes remain stable, continuous, and efficient, particularly during periods of decentralization and the restructuring of administrative units. The Minister of Construction is accountable for reporting the progress and results of these administrative changes to the government and the Prime Minister by the 25th of each month.
Coming up next are some updated news.
The Vietnamese Consulate General in Guangzhou, China, held a seminar on investment promotion, trade, science and technology, and innovation between Vietnam and China in Shenzhen, Guangdong Province. The event attracted a large number of businesses, organizations, and experts in key fields such as manufacturing, new energy, artificial intelligence, AI, the Internet of Things, IoT, pharmaceuticals, and infrastructure. Representatives from companies expressed a deep interest in the Vietnamese market, particularly in digital technology and innovation. Several tech firms in Shenzhen indicated a desire to collaborate with Vietnam in developing AI applications for manufacturing, IoT solutions for smart cities, and implementing biomedical cooperation models in response to the growing demand for healthcare. Construction and urban infrastructure development groups also recognized the potential for collaboration with Vietnam in building smart transportation infrastructure and developing green industrial parks.
From May 26 to 29, a working delegation from the Vietnam Chemical Group, VietnamChina, visited Laos to promote the implementation of the potash mining and processing project in Kamawan Province, Central Laos. This project is a strategic cooperation initiative between Vietnam and Laos. During the meeting, both sides discussed the division of responsibilities among relevant units and agreed to propose the establishment of interagency task forces involving ministries from both countries to coordinate parallel work and ensure the project is implemented systematically and on schedule. Additionally, both parties agreed to establish a mechanism for close information coordination through a system of regular reports.
The Management Board of the Western Nagi and Biosphere Reserve held a conference to evaluate the 10-year plan, 2017 to 2027, and set development goals for 2027 to 2037. Participants largely agreed with the content of the draft regulations presented by the Green Development Consulting and Investment Company. The board will finalize the content and submit it to the Provincial People's Committee for approval by June 9, 2025. The center was also tasked with conducting evaluations that meet UNESCO requirements and reflect local realities, ensuring a comprehensive review of achievements and challenges over the past decade.
Since early May, social media has been overwhelmed with fake images and videos about counterfeit chicken eggs and the technology behind them. This misinformation has sparked confusion and fear among consumers, hurting farmers and causing significant losses for many farms.
Mr. Pham Din Thou's farm in Ghi Duc Ward, Vinh City, currently raises over 10,000 laying hens, producing about 900 eggs daily. Previously, egg sales were quite stable, but following recent rumors about fake chicken eggs on social media, both the price and demand for eggs have plummeted. The price dropped from 3,000 Vietnamese dongs to just 2,000 Vietnamese dongs per egg, leaving the farm struggling with costs and no profits.
Recently, there have been rumors about fake eggs, and it has really affected us. Prices for everything have increased, but egg prices are low, making it hard to cover production costs. Many farms and families are having to quit because they can't sell their eggs.
Recently, poultry farmers have been struggling with many challenges, such as disease outbreaks and rising feed prices. Now, they are facing additional losses due to false rumors on social media, making their situation even more difficult. The sharp decline in demand and egg prices has led many farms to incur losses ranging from millions to tens of millions of VND each month, making it very hard to sustain operations.
In my opinion, producing fake chicken eggs would require a complex process and advanced technology. Given the low cost of real eggs, it's very difficult to replicate them. I urge the authorities to step in quickly to investigate and verify this situation to protect farmers' rights.
The Poultry Association has confirmed that, to date, there is no scientific evidence, either domestically or internationally, to support the existence of fake chicken eggs with toxins as rumored. In fact, Vietnamese authorities have never detected any counterfeit eggs circulating in the market. Instead of panicking and believing unverified rumors, consumers should be discerning about misleading information on social media and seek to purchase eggs from reputable sources with clear origins and food safety certifications.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.